I have spent the last couple of years changing the way I sing, so now I sing in a higher register of my voice.
Before each performance, she needs to warm up her voice. We met the Copenhagen-based singer Trine Bastrup Møller at her hotel in Aarhus. Aarhus Culture Capital 2017 offers the former mezzo-sopranist the chance to perform as a solo-sopranist for the very first time.
The thing is, when you start out as a young singer, you sort of test your voice and you see what type of voice you have. That worked very well in the middle range, and I also could sing very high notes. And then I've worked for 10-15 years in this lower voice type, and suddenly it became possible for me to sort of integrate the whole range of my voice. So, and this means that I can suddenly sing very high notes pretty loudly.
Denmark is by far the favorite travel destination when it comes to Scandinavian countries of the Germans. And while they are being on holiday, they like to experience the culture. 2017 offers a great opportunity to do so, as Aarhus is the Cultural Capital 2017 and offers a great range of different events. Also at the Musikhuset Aarhus, which means the concert hall.
The oratory Evolution is funded by the Culture Capital with the theme Rethink the Creation. It connects music and science, which is a personal issue for the composer Niels Marthinsen.
I rethink all the time, that's my job, so to speak. I've always been a science buff and I wanted to do something about science. The coupling of music and science, the putting those two things together, that's really basically a very personal thing for me. When we know that the atoms in our body were created in exploding stars, and realizing that that has something to do with human emotion. And that can be translated, so to speak, into music.
The whole production took a total of 4 years. Christina Blangstrup entered halfway as the outreach manager of Evolution.
What we really wanted to do with this project was to tell the big stories. That's actually something we are doing every week in the concert hall. We are telling the big stories in the operas, we are telling the big stories from novels, but we haven't really told the big stories from science. And what we were thinking about was how could we actually make clear to the audience that this is something new. And that was when we talked to our astronomist Ole J. Knudsen to actually do a talk on stage before the concert. So the people sitting in the concert hall ready to hear a piece of music could actually learn that this is not just a piece of music.
It's one of the ways that you can, so to speak, serve science with a spoon of sugar to people who are primarily interested in the arts and letters side of the world, so to speak. Usually they're not exposed to very much hard science, and this is a way to combine things. It's about where we came from, at least back to the origin of life. And as this story, even today, is extremely controversial in certain circles at least, I think it's important to take up the discussion.
Voice fach, we call it with the German word.
Yeah.
I feel good. Also a little bit sort of, because this is the first time I'm doing it properly in public.
But she's just changed her voice from a mezzo-soprano to a soprano, which is a higher voice. But actually this music is really challenging, and she has to sing something very deep. So we couldn't have gotten more lucky with our soloist because it's so difficult, but that's something she can do.
I heard her at a rehearsal Monday, and she is fabulous. She's really, really great. And she stepped in because someone else got sick, and she has learned the whole thing in record time, and it's just amazing. She's great. She's fantastic. And I have set her some task. It's not easy.
So this was just like testing bits, mainly with the chorus. When you sing a text like this, you just stop. We all have this oh, and then the dinosaurs came, and then a few million years later, blah, 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 this happened. And when it sinks in, it's a very human thing to just have this moment of, that's insane.